and I have no idea what to expect right now. Right. So maybe what we'll do is we'll just make a pact right now that you'll delete everything I said nicely about Jeremy if it doesn't go well.
So we're at the Virgin Hotel Dallas, about to interview the cast of Matter of Time, the actors and the director on the 6th floor in the Sandbox. So I thought I'd give you a little behind the scenes about what this day looks like. So let's get started. Today we're covering the Matter of Time world premiere. And we're starting with the press tour interviews with the cast and director. It's a really great cast with some incredible young talent. I'll share more in a longer video in the future, but here is some wisdom from Jeremy, the director and writer.
You know, anybody who knows me knows I've always been a pretty ambitious person. You know, I started my agency in 2004 and started working with game companies, doing game trailers and game documentaries, and I've had some success there. And I just got to a point in my life where, and this is a line in the movie, where if you get to the top of the mountain and you're by yourself, it doesn't really matter. What matters in life is who you do life with, your friends, your family, your community, not what you're doing. And, you know, that was a hard fought sort of crucible that I went through. And so when it came time to write the movie, and Sean Astin was telling me, like, hey, you should direct. Like, I've worked with a lot of directors, and you're made for this. So we got this script, you know, developed, and my friend Zach, who also wrote on the film, and Jason Baumgartner, challenged me. They said, hey, this is cool. Like, you got the vintage Toy Stories, you got the wise old sage, you got the video game designer, but what's the theme of the movies? And that's when we really deconstructed the whole thing and said, well, what's important to me is this. And then once we infused the community and the theme, it was like, it just came to life. And that's Sean Astin read that. When he read that version, he was like, hey, we're good to go.
Now, this was a great group to interview. Really fun, super playful, and great energy. Now, the next stop is the red carpet. I'm stoked to meet more people tied to the Matter of Time project, but first, I have to introduce you to my friend, Wendy. She runs the red carpet. So we're at the Dallas International Film Festival. Now, people like actors and directors are going to come down the red carpet. We're going to wave at them. We're going to say hi. We're going to ask questions. It's going to be cool. The next time you see this background, there will be actors, directors, writers. So let's have fun. Now, good red carpet chat requires two things: research and curiosity. Now, it's my goal to learn about our new friends and make them look amazing. Ask good questions, be curious, and you never know who's going to show up. We had Cliff and Lauren Blazinski, the gaming power couple. They were a lot of fun to talk to. Cliff was a developer. Lauren was a developer. She's also an amazing CS player, and she's a streamer on Twitch, like me. Now, the Matter of Time crew really brought that big Texas energy. But Jamie had some really good voice acting in his background, so I wanted to ask about that.
How's it going, brother? Hey, buddy. Good to see you, man. Good to see you too, man. I love it. I love it. So it's funny. It's like voice acting is very closely related to everything else that we're doing on screen or on stage or whatever the case may be. It's just like another facet, and it's almost like you cut all the other facets out of it. I mean, if you saw me in front of the microphone, I'm still doing all this stuff, you know, like, but it's a really natural transition, really, if you want to call it that, or it's a really natural facet of what we do as far as performers. Yeah. It was the first time that I stepped inside a booth and they give you the headphones, and it was like, it just threw me for a loop. I heard my own voice and I was like, no, I'm not here. Oh, it's terrible. I was judging myself, you know, because I'm like, I didn't know my voice sounded that flat, like monotone. Like, it was just the judgment for hearing my own set. It's kind of like when I see myself on screen, I'm like, oh, gosh.
But what's the beauty in getting past that? Yeah. Because once you crush that, like, you're capable of anything.
And that's it. I think that once I learned kind of how to stop judging myself, even despite seeing myself on screen or hearing myself, so it freed me up to create. And you're right. It was an interesting thing, shearing away all the other facets of acting and just focusing on the voice. I just wanted to make sure that we have this pact together, that if this movie isn't as good as we think it's going to be, you'll erase all this nice stuff that I said about Jeremy.
I don't think I recorded our conversation.
Fantastic.
So I think we're okay.
All right, buddy.
Good. Really great. Really great.
Jeremy provided so much value in our conversations on the red carpet and in the press tour interview. I'm going to make a separate video about our conversation because I think there's a lot in there that can help young filmmakers and storytellers.
So the best place to see a movie here is the mezzanine level. I have it all to myself for the premiere, but a lot of people are here from out of town and they don't know the secret. So yeah, this is the mezzanine level. It's great. I have it all to myself. It's packed downstairs. So we're about to watch Matter of Time. I don't know how much of it I can share, but then we're gonna go to the party after it's starting.
So I can't tell you much about this movie. I can tell you that I really, really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it, and I want to see it again. Now, this movie does not have a release date yet.
Mikey!
I watched this during the Dallas International Film Festival, and I signed up for DIFF so I could see this movie, and I'm glad I did. Amazing work to Jeremy and the Matter of Time team, the cast, actors, writers, everyone involved. It was a really fun day with you guys. Thank you so much for making me feel welcome. I hope you guys had a good time, and I will share more about this movie when I can. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
I love it. I love it.